Hi guys, Chris here and you're watching Here We Are Running, and today is the day where I'm going to try and run a race under 45 minutes in the 10k. So if you've been watching the training series, I've had a 4-week training block leading up to this. I'm ready, I'm hopeful, and we'll see how it goes. So we're on our way into London at the moment to get to Battersea Park where the race takes place. Oh, and yeah, I've got my coffee. I'm going to be drinking that on the journey. Just catching up on some of the comments that people have left on the previous video, and if you did, thank you so much, because that is offering some great words of encouragement. Okay, I've made it into Battersea Park. I'm going to find the area where the race is actually taking place. But a weather update. So the weather at the moment is looking really nice for this race. It is not raining. It is not that cold either. I'm actually quite warm actually walking here. Obviously I've got a few layers on that I'll strip off later. But yeah, it's not looking too bad at all. Just hope it stays that way for the race.
You really have to make the most of the rest of your life, you know? Like, you've done well by us.
Good morning, runners. Welcome to Battersea Park for this morning's 5 and 10k runs.
Okay, so pick the race number up, and I'm just now having a little jog around, a bit of a warm up. Okay, making my way down to the start now. I'm going to put the camera away for this race, and I will catch up with you at the end.
Well done. Leave it all out there. Well done. Well done, Layla. Really strong finishing, guys. Well done. Congratulations. You have finish line.
Woo! Wow, I wasn't expecting that, but I am delighted. We have done it. We have come in at just over 43.5 minutes. Wow.
I'm speechless. I'm going to go home and I'll give you a full race recap when I get there.
Back home, but where to start? Well, first thing to say, that is a great race to do if you are looking for a 5 or 10k PB. It's as flat as you're going to find anywhere, and with the wide tarmac paths, that makes for a really fast race. And you can't go wrong with a run-through race either. They're very well organised. Going into this race, the one thing that I was a bit concerned about was the weather. I was pretty confident that I could do the time, but I wasn't so sure about what would happen if the weather was bad. But luckily, the weather was ideal, in fact. We had a little bit of drizzle during the race, the winds were gentle, and the temperatures, they were ideal for running, not too cold like we have had during the week. The race itself was 4 and a bit laps of the park, and we lined up at the start in predicted finish time order. And when we started, I felt like a lot of people went off really fast, and after about the first 100 metres I glanced at my watch and it was the pace was way too fast. So I reined it all back a bit and finished that first kilometre in about 4 seconds under my target average pace, which was 4.5 minutes. And looking at the splits throughout the race, I'm really happy about how consistent it was, and it's pleasing to see that the final 2 kilometres I even picked the pace up and finished strong. Some other interesting things from the stats is that you can see that there's one part of the course on each lap where the pace dropped slightly, and it was where we had to do a 90-degree turn. All the other turns were kind of more curved, so you didn't seem to lose a lot of time there, but each time we went round that 90-degree turn, yeah, the pace dropped a bit. And if I had to describe this race in one word, I would probably say that word would be controlled. Because not only did I control the pace, but looking at my heart rate data, that was very controlled as well. And in fact, I didn't get into zone 5 at all throughout the race, which is really unusual for me because I would normally be in zone 5 in a race for most of it, in fact. And it's probably because it being so flat and keeping that consistent pace, I wasn't having to exert so much effort as I would normally do. And this was also noticeable, and where I was controlling my breathing very well, I thought. The first 5 kilometres went by and I didn't feel like I was really heavy breathing at all. It picked up a bit in the second half, but still felt very, very controlled. And looking at the cadence graph, again, you can see on that where I got into my rhythm. It took, maybe 2 to 3 kilometres to really get into a strong rhythm there, but the cadence, I'm really pleased with how the sort of cadence improved after that period of time and maintained that during the race. I wouldn't say that everything went completely according to plan though, because during the first lap and a half, I noticed some discomfort in my left ankle, and it wasn't painful really, just noticeable. And it was playing on my mind a little bit at that point in time. Fortunately, after about a lap and a half, it went away. And then after that, everything really did just click into place. Now, you may have noticed that the GPS on my watch measured the course a little bit short, which is a bit annoying, but I suppose it's to be expected on a lapped circular route like that. And there were some tree-lined areas as well, and it is in central London. But actually, when you look at it, that's probably helped me, because I was probably going at a faster pace than I thought I was throughout, and that's helped to achieve the time that I got in the end. So that's it, guys. The sub 45-minute 10k is done, and in pretty spectacular style, but it just goes to show that if you put your mind to something and show that determination, then anything is possible. And I only really achieved this by doing the 2 things that, if you've been watching my videos, you'll have seen over the last couple of months. In October, I did the Run Every Day October Challenge. That really does improve my fitness when I do that each year. And then in November, end of October and through into November, for those 4 weeks of sort of focused 10k training to build up that speed and stamina, to achieve what I did today. And so guys, I hope that this, whatever your goals are, whatever you want to achieve, that this has offered some sort of inspiration for you as well. But before I go, I do just want to say a massive thank you again to everyone that has supported me and offered those words of encouragement, has watched the videos, has hit the like button throughout this training series. It really has helped me, you know, even after I had completed this today, and all the comments that I got on Twitter and Strava, it was brilliant. And thanks also for watching to the end of this video. And that does bring an end to my 10k journey for the time being. It's only a few weeks though until I begin my marathon training, and I hope that I can bring the fitness and the speed that I've been getting over the number of weeks now and start that marathon training in really good shape. I will be taking a few weeks of rest now and enjoying my running, having a bit of fun with my running for the next few weeks until we begin marathon training, as I say, towards the end of December. So finally, all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed the videos and this one in particular. And if you have, well, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button, give the video a like, and if you're new around here, well, why not consider subscribing? But for now guys, goodbye.